Hello, today we are going to solve the problem 717, 1-bit and 2-bit characters. First, let me introduce this problem. So we have two special characters. The first character is a 1-bit character, can be represented as 0. The second character is a 2-bit character, can be represented by two ways. One is 10, another is 11. So our job is to decide if the last character is a 1-bit character or 2-bit character. To do this, let's analyze the problem. First, we don't need to consider the fragments before the 0 we find from the end of the array. That is because if there is 0, the content must be completed. Therefore, we don't have to consider. Let's take these two examples. In first example, we don't have to consider the content before this 0, before and include this 0, because it must be completed. And in second example, we don't have to consider the content before this 0. So, how do we decide if the last character is 0 or 10, which is 1-bit character or 2-bit characters? What we need to do is to find out the ones in valid array and to see if it's an odd number or even number. For example, in first example, we find the ones in valid array is 0. In second example, we find the ones in valid array is 3. Therefore, 0 is an even number and 3 is an odd number. Therefore, this first example, it is a 1-bit character, which we give them true. In second example, it is not, give it false. Okay, this is the algorithm of this problem. Now let's coding. First, we need to find out the number of ones, which we need a variable called count to count that. Then we need to iterate through reverse array of the bits, and we need to ignore the first number of the reversed array, which is the last number, which we already know is 0. Then we find if bit is equals to 1, we add 1 in count, and if we encounter 0, we break it because the content before and include that 0 is complete, so we do not need to consider that. Then what we need to know is if the number is an odd number or even number. If it's an even number, we can see it is 1-bit character.